Welcome to another episode where I show you mechanics you probably don't know. When playing Tusk, you can use your abilities while in Snowball. One of the most common is when you use ice shards to block the enemy's path. However, you can also use Walrus Kick. This is really useful in combination with this ability because after the animation you can be right on top of the enemy and fight them. Another really useful tip when playing Tusk is to turn auto attack on with Walrus Punch so that straight after the Snowball you punch them and you get the full duration disable. Poor Man's Shield blocks a small amount of damage, so much so that it actually blocks all of Weaver's damage with his ability Swarm. You can even blink while affected by Swarm. When I drop the Poor Man's Shield on the ground, you can see that I take damage, but when I put it back on, that the damage is blocked again. So this is really useful that if you do buy Poor Man's Shield in a match, it can be really useful early on. Regardless of what level Swarm is on, you will block damage on every level. Before you get that 6th slot, or if you have a free slot available, it might be a good idea to keep that Poor Man's Shield until later in the game. Morphlene's Adaptive Strike stuns for a longer duration the more strength you have, but when you return it using Lotus Orb, it actually returns it depending on the stats of the unit you target initially. So in this case it's returning based on Sven's stats, which is really high strength, and ends up returning a long duration stun to Morphlene. If you have an Iron Talon or a Midas as a Lifestealer or Bloodseeker, make sure that you use Open Wounds or Blood Rage before you use the item, as you can benefit from the Lifesteal when using that item. Underlord's Dark Rift will still pull allied units and teleport them if they're affected by Astral Imprisonment. So if you're playing Outworld Devourer against Underlord who's teleporting away with his allies, make sure that you use a Force Staff instead, because you can push them out of the AoE of Dark Rift. If you use your Fire Remnants on Ember Spirit in the opposite direction that Spirit Breaker's charging you, you can dodge the stun from the charge. Now you can also do this in more fancy ways, but one of the easiest ways is just to place a Remnant at the same direction he's charging you and then jump right at the perfect time. When you buy Radiance, it's a very important item to know how to use it properly, because it has a very big AoE, and you can see even here the Darkseer is being affected by it, and a lot of people underestimate the AoE of Radiance. So when Darkseer puts his wall down and you walk into it with Radiance on, he will get an illusion that has Radiance. So this is not something that you want to give out too easily. You've spent a lot of gold to get this. So when you walk into the wall, you should turn it off. Now this is good, but you can be a bit more efficient with it. So when you're walking into the wall, just as you walk in, make sure that you turn the Radiance off just as you walk in once the illusion is created, and then turn it back on just after the illusion is created, so you get the maximum uptime and the maximum amount of burn instances onto the enemy, and Darkseer won't benefit. And to finish this episode off, you can use the Diffusal Blade to dispel Satanic's active. This is really useful playing Juggernaut against Sven.